So they'll be calling you a radical. I've been wanting to do a tribute to the Pentagon Papers. Daniel, I met him more than once, not that long ago. Talked to him about Fukushima. So I just faced about it. So then I'll discuss. They're going to flush the water of Fukushima fallacy. So they're going to flush the fish. So there's people in Japan, it's being reported, in Korea, having a run on sea salt. Hello. They've been flushing for how long? How long are we going on now? Well over 12 years they've been flushing. You think they caught all that water on the tank? And granted, it's going to make it worse. Insult, of course it's going to make it. Sure ain't going to make it any better. But what small amount they've captured that much? Let's get real. They've been dumping water, pushing it into the Pacific Ocean for well over 12 years. I'm the only person on Earth, that was telling you these are full blown out meltdowns. Remember, Keldicott says, oh, the Japanese are tidy people, they cleaned it up. The mainstream media and the so-called fake alternative media paraded out one half nuclear after another. Chris Busby says, oh, the ocean's a big place, it'll dilute. Should have seen the emails he was attacking me with in the bone marrow transplant when I was sucked up in critical condition. Gundershield called it a hydrogen blast for 7 years. The only person on Earth that told you the truth and run for me, I ain't gonna quit you. Kettle me, I'll kettle you. You know, you're in the club, or you're gonna get in the club. So Ellsberg, where the wind blows. Oh, we'll find out. You know, the wind. So, I got one. It's just a trash fish. You can look it up. This is before any flush. They're saying in the harbor 18,000 becquerels per kilogram of cesium-137 right now, this year. Last year, off the coast, 1,400 becquerels of cesium-137 in the rockfish. Last year, this year, it's breaking news, fish swim, breaking news. I mean, it blows my mind. I didn't realize how dummied down the world is and how everybody's willing to obey your nuclear master. Good, puppets, good. Remember, and this is important. So Ellsberg, and we had a long talk of this. He got all emotional when I talked to him. I said, why won't you take on Fukushima? You know, he's old. I know that. He did his work, I guess. But he's 2nd Division Marine. I says, you know, my dad's 2nd Division Marine. You know, Semper Fi, man. My dad gave his life. 2nd Division Marine. Ellsberg was a 2nd Division Marine. Ellsberg went to all the clickety club. You're in the club. He's a Harvard guy. You know, we all talk about Chelsea Manning, Harvard. What about Aaron Swartz? Hey, man, and Ortiz. What'd they do to him? Didn't they give him a fellowship and pull the table out from underneath him? You know, they gave Chelsea Manning a fellowship there for 1 day. What about Aaron Swartz? What about Megan Rice? What about Michael Hastings? What about I am fucking Pat Tillman? Can you imagine the exact, you know, we had similar situation. Went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban, went up to Iraq to get a big old set. The American sheep will believe anything. Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction. Pat Tillman fought off 9 million Al-Qaeda. Bush won 2,000. They'll believe anything. Iraq, we went to Iraq because of 9/11. They were Saudis. You shove anything down. I mean, I didn't realize how dumbing down they were till Fukushima. How can you cover up those 3 blowing out meltdowns? Because they don't want to know. They don't want to know. They just want to go with their obey, consume, obey, consume, obey, consume. Obey your nuclear master. They don't want any part of it. They're afraid of nuclear meltdowns. They're afraid of nuclear meltdowns. They're afraid of nuclear meltdowns, and they think they're in the club. They think they're in the club. Close my mind. Yeah, you're going to be in the club. That one. So I just left the doctor. What a long journey this has been. You know, they stretched my esophagus. They biopsies, I got them back, you know. Today is, I got sick right now 12 years ago. Started to get a little problem going on. Didn't realize what it was. You know, went into the bone marrow transplant, given 2 months to live on 11-11-11. Today's the first day in 12 years I hit my weight. My muscle mass is coming back. 12 fucking years I've been in this fucking prison. And I mean a prison. Just I would never believe. I tell the greatest telling to you, I'm probably the greatest, most accomplished fucking activist of an entire generation. And look how I'm fucking abused. Got no money. I don't know how to lose my fucking house. Being viciously slandered all over the internet. Tacked guns in my face. Fucking kicked off Medicaid. No health care, no safety net, no nothing. Just abuse to the 10th fucking power. Why? Because I took on the nuclear industry? Ellsberg took on the nuclear industry. Oh, that was weapons. No, he took on nuclear energy too. Back then, if Ellsberg, the Pentagon Papers, you know, he went to the King's College. He went to Harvard. Now, you think anybody's going to squill that goes to those colleges now? Because they're in the club. They only squill Weber State. This low-lying freaking fish. When they used to be kingpins. You know, we were talking about it the other day. Elon Musk was going to Wharton the same time I was a student professor and graduating at Weber State. We were the number one, number two. We were sister schools. We would go back there and lecture. He would go back there and lecture. You had the Wharton professors. Elon Musk graduated the same time I did. We were talking about me and Jimmy DeGraff the other night. We were beating them, and we were a public school in Ellsberg. Now we're under investigation. What has happened in these 40, 50 years? Ellsberg released it. Do you think the New York Times and the Washington Post would put anything out? Well, I've tried. Who owns the Washington Post? Jeff Bezos? Where was he born? Los Alamos? Who's his grandfather? Dice. Oh, the Department of Energy, Department of Nuclear is. Oh, it's starting to come crystal clear. The club. You think they would print it today? Oh, hell no, they wouldn't print it. Look what have they done to Julian Assange? You know, WikiLeaks. What did they do to Aaron Swartz? Anyone Aaron Swartz person? Anonymous? They got the wagon circled on us. Kevin Blanche, I might get 12 views on this. Look what they fucking done to me. I'm in critical condition. We proved it. I proved it, my post-secret song. We dug it out and proved who the slander and the attacks to the point where I had guns in my fucking face, felonies in all 50 states. I'm in critical fucking condition. Sucker. I tried to whistleblow. I've tried to put, I can't even do any of my good work anymore. Google won't let me. They just slam it down. Net neutrality, net neutrality. And who killed that? Oh, left and right were in on that. Both parties are the same. Trump, after he signs the bill that creates to kill net neutrality, comes out and says, oh, well, I just found out this shadow banning when he created shadow banning. I thought, Biden was going to put it back. Oh, okay. Sure he is. Obey your nuclear master. Master. Where's your fucking crown, Biden? Where's your crown, Trump? Where's your fucking crown, Obama? The fucking Fukushima cover-up, and everybody, all the newspapers go along with it. Everybody, I can prove all this. I didn't see New York Post. I didn't see Washington, any of these freaking warmonger papers. Nobody in Utah. Nobody. Don't say the F word. I put out all kinds of good shit. The risk I took in those fucking days. What did I get for it? You know, what did I get for it? Oh, you don't think I went to elite fucking university? The highest exit scores in the history of this country to this day is my class. The number one school business in the United States, highest exit score, Weber State Water School. Now they're investigation by the FBI. I graduated in that class. That's my test scores. They're still the highest to this day in the country. I went to an elite school. I did everything. I whistleblow. I took all kinds of fucking risks. I walked the whole coast of California dying of fucking cancer. The work I've done all over the world, I've done the work of 100 activists. Any paper touch me? Any? You Do you think if Ellsberg was born into my generation, did his work, he'd be dead? You wouldn't even know his fucking name. Guaranteed. How did they do it? One, by jet stream. Two, by kit. Because the American populace doesn't give a fuck. Back then, we gave a fuck. This populace is over. We just had this conversation with the doctor about the food chain and the incident of esophagus cancer. First time in 12 years, I'm back to my weight. Open heart surgery twice, gallbladder attack, no safety net, no insurance, no money. I mean, I had $1 million. I think about the irony if I had all that Tesla stuff. 30,000 shit. Remember when I used to say, I remember this kid from Berkeley. They're playing my videos in the classroom at the fine arts of Berkeley, you know. They says they have a drinking contest over at the dorms. Every time you say fuck, they take shots. And well, none of them are going to graduate. Kid comes to me and he says, you changed my life. You talked me into selling my gold and silver back then, when gold was fucking about what it is now. When silver was about what it is now, 12 years ago. And buying Tesla. I had to work on my grandpa, but I showed him your videos and you convinced him. You changed our lives. You send me a tip. I had 30,000 shares of Tesla in 2011. 30,000. Play back the tape here and a fucking train hits me. I had the field, I had multiple radio shows, I had millions of viewers all over the fucking world. They slowly went to work on me. Okay. Then nail the sticks up, fucking hammer it down. Gotta go with that left. Gotta go with that fucking left. James Ellsberg was a 2nd Division Marine lieutenant. So was my dad. Super fine, man. Great man. Great fucking man. That's one of the American problems. The technology, I did all that work for Anonymous. Google calls himself the great equalizer. Now look at him. Now look at him. Fucking internet kettling, shadow banning on Balco. American populace, fuck, you gotta work so hard. If Google wants this video to have 3,111,000 views, that's what's going to happen. If it wants to have 911 views, that's what's going to happen. If it wants to have 22, that's what's going to happen. I mean, they got it. Just the greatest event in human fucking history. That's all. And the only person that told you and warned you, Kevin Blanch. I'm the guy that leaks Hillary emails out. I mean, the shit I did all over the fucking world, I think about it staggering. I did the work of 1,000 activists. 12 years. What a fucking journey. What'd I get for it? Fuck, what did I get? All I ever wanted was my peace of mind, because that's all the fuck I got. So, he was the best, man. But he grew up in an era, post-war, Vietnam, where this country gave a fuck. Why? Because they had a draft card. They don't give a fuck. Went after Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. Went after Iraq to kill Big Sack. Went after Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong. Fucking boogeyman. They invented ISIS. They like Bob Dylan songs. Fucking make it rain in Ukraine. Fucking, what a hater bunch of people we live in this country. I've never seen such a bunch of fucking haters. Well, this country's fucked up. Name the shithole third world country. Really out of control fucking debt. Hyperinflation, out of control hyper fucking inflation. Homeless crisis from fucking hell. Crumbling fucking infra fucking structure. Corrupt courts, corrupt politicians. Fucking Ponzi scheme. It just come out. Mitt Romney holds the hearings on the fucking PPP loans. Fucking the budget office, he speaks. Said this is the most grotesque freaking fraud I've ever seen in American history. They gonna do anything about it? Fuck no, they're not gonna do anything about it. Might hurt their poll numbers. Somebody might not come out and vote. They're so fucking. It's pathetic, is what it is. Here's the Democrats. Oh, they're the party of labor. They're the party of environment. Oh, okay. They gave Dick Cheney a standing ovation on the fucking floor. Well. One of the greatest warmongers. Ellsberg went after Kissinger hard as hell. He's still. Wow. But everybody's indoctrinated in this country. You're going to get in the club. You think a bunch of money and your celebrityism, and you think all that. Why are there no Daniel Ellsbergs on the inside there? Well, you have one right here. We just had this conversation. Where the fuck am I going to go? Call up the Ogden Standard Examiner, the worst rag in the history of the world. It's not a newspaper. Call KSL, go to Deseret News. The Tribune? What am I going to do? I did what I had to do. I went rogue. Went on to fucking YouTube. But they circled the fucking wagons on me. If you're being promoted on fucking YouTube, you're a zero burger. Anybody that's got anything. I knew Aaron Swartz personally. I fucking come out of the bone marrow. What my doctor says the best, one of them. What a compelling story. He says, you had a stack of media requests back there in 2011, 2012, this thick. He says, you know, they all backed out. Well, they got afraid of me. People used to call me a famous documentary filmmaker. We're going to do a piece, blah, blah, blah. They're afraid of the nuclear energy crime syndicate. I says, well, I know why they backed out. You know, he used to call me the modern day Rachel Carson. So I'm not martyring myself for anyone. I got my grandkids to raise. So I know why. I didn't die. You know, Ellsberg was a whole different world he was born into, and he was born in the USA. The old USA is now America. Again, name this shithole, third world, divey ass. 25 to 40% of the population on psych drugs. Incredible health fucking, a crumbling night, a health crisis from hell. An opiate fucking crisis from fucking hell. A fucking cancer fucking incidents going psychotic in young people. All post 2011. Ecology wipe, dead tide pools at your feet post 2011. Fucking salmon fucking collapse. I proved it all. My salmon work alone. It's unarguable science. Yet we're worried they're going to dump now. They've been dumping the whole fucking time. Tide pool wipeout, a coincidence? Salmon collapse, I proved that it's not. I mean, I absolutely, this is the greatest PhD. We have enough data now. Everything that I did then, you can plug in the data. It shows an outline of 2011. We know something radical happened in our ecology in the Pacific Ocean. Over the western fucking United States, we know something radically changed in 2011. You can plug in any of the data. We have it. You can run regression. We know unarguably. We don't get dead tide pools. Oh, Kevin Lynch does. Remember, everybody used to laugh me at tide pools. Ha, ha, ha. They don't laugh now. All well documented now. The salmon. I said, still had a collapse immediately. They go to sea 1 to 2 years. You believe me? Record numbers on Chinook? You should see the Kenai numbers. The Kenai right now today has less than 1,000 fucking fish. You heard me right. You see the Copper River numbers. They're going to come in less than 500,000 for the, and that's by number, not by weight. They're so sucked up. They should have well over 3 million. Again, the acute collapse. We can go down all the way from the Kenai. You know, all the way on the fisheries. The Fraser. The mighty Columbia. What is it, 2 miles wide? Fuck, the drainage from the Fraser, the Columbia, the Rogue, the Deschutes. Jedi Smith has no dams. They're all in symphony with each other. They're dying at sea. Big fish eat little fish. What did the tiniest fish in the sea, the starfish, say to the 60,000-pound humpback whales Blanche Rowe Fukushima killed me in handcuffs? The Million Mass March I invented on this campus. 7 million people. You see any media fucking honest? 7 million that day. Fukushima, Fukushima, Fukushima. Listen to the fucking inaugural speech. I'm the guy that gave it. Listen, what am I talking about? Oh, Fukushima. How do you think it was founded? Aaron Swartz. But fuck me. American doesn't want the fuck. I've learned along the way they have no fucking interest in the fucking truth. They have no interest in the ecology. They hate the ecology. They're all into selfish. It's a meme generation that's so sick. Trump's the perfect thumbprint of it. Salt runs. The fucking dumping fallacy. So you're going to tell me that's all? You're telling me the full nuclear energy, never happened in Mayak, never happened in Chernobyl, never happened at 3 Mile Island, never happened even, oh, Santa Susana, don't you cry for me. I came to Utah with a load from San Enough. You're going to tell me there's no byproduct for that? Basic fundamental science, which I learned in that building right there, as a 16-year-old honor student. For every action, there's a reaction. That's probably the greatest action in human history. Bringing star power to Earth, Livermore, California. All that protesting I did there. Oh, they brought star power to Earth. They're right there. 3 of them. 3 suns burrowed in. They can't get near them. Fucking dumb Argentina. Oh, that's just all. Oh, it's not a fucking cliche. You're telling me nuclear energy is fucking just a fucking Godzilla? It's fucking Spider-Man. It's fucking Hulk. Plutonium. Livermorium. Californium. You're telling me there's no byproduct for that. That's the greatest mental illness in fucking human history. All new knowledge will be persecuted. Kevin Blanchard, March fucking 2011. I've given you the fucking, I've served it up on a fucking silver fucking platter to you. What do you, our small teeny army, what did I get for it? I'm financially fucking ruined. Almost died psychologically, economic, I mean, just fucking, I think about it. If I was born into Daniel Ellsberg era, I'd probably have fucking 3 or 4 Nobel Prizes hanging around my neck. Where's your fucking crown? We count all sin. Well, you believe me when the Chinook accident in fucking 2016? You're gonna see it for 5 years. Did they? Did they? Oh, they're off a fucking cliff. You're talking one of the rap. So, cancer epidemic started in 2012. Young people, unarguable. Longevity in the United States started to crash when 2012. Another coincidence, the heat bubble of the Western United States has now moved into Canada. Fucking the heat dome. I'm the guy that named it before any scientists ever come up with it. I named it the Great Western United States fucking heat dome, heat fucking bubble. Just the greatest drought in 1,200 years. I named it in 2011 when Fukushima happened. It's going to cause an energy. You're going to push it into the ocean. The bridge made it to Gold Beach in what? From Japan. I'm not a walking bridge. A fucking overpass. An overpass. In what, 6, 7 days? You know about the trench, the Japanese trench? You know about the Japanese current, the river? The California current? Breaking news, jet stream moves left to right. Breaking news, fish swim. And we're worried. We're going to go load up because we're not going to get any sea salt after they dump. Okay. Granted, the dump's going to make it even fucking worse. But they've been dumping, though. If they were to build tanks, I've done the math on it. I've done the regression, as you know, right here. Fucking 12 years of it every day. The tanks would have to be literally the Tower to Babel and would cover the entire fucking peninsula. The entire island, excuse me. Oh, they're just trash fish. I'm going to name this guy. Fuku. I'm going to name him Fuku. Fuku the fish. Fuku the fish. Oh, he's just fucking trash fish. Don't drop your fucking dry fast container. So, today, 12 years almost to the day, I hit my fucking 164. That's what I'm supposed to weigh. My muscle mass is coming back. Open heart surgery twice. Gallbladder fucking gone. Lost all my fucking teeth. No health care. Massive heart attacks when I'm telling them it's that valve you're replacing. That valve never worked. Told the hospital you need to make it right, you know. I'm fucking serious. Well, you got whole legislators, whole political bodies that are nothing but a bunch of lawyers. Of course, they're going to write bills to fucking protect lawyers. Well, too, in bold lawyers. Still $1 billion, give back $1 million. So they'll come back and tell you when it's too late. This is what you call frog boiling 101. Oh, the frogs have been boiled fucking nicely. Daniel Ellsberg, what a great man. He went to the King's College, Cambridge, right? He went to Harvard. He's in the fucking club. But remember, he was a Marine. Okay, say you were an insider, like, well, I was. You don't think I went to an elite school? Oh, yeah. Where am I going to go? I have stuff that I couldn't put it on YouTube if I wanted to. I mean, I put some pretty good shit on in the day. Took a lot of risks and pulled it off, but I couldn't put anything on there if I fucking wanted to. Where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Like I said, if I was born into Daniel Ellsberg's fucking generation, I'd have 4 or 5 fucking Nobel Prizes. I'd be a fucking multi-gazillion. What do I got now? I got shit. Oh, I got something none of them will ever have. None of these East Siders that just protect their fucking house of cards. Peace of mind. Semper Fi, Daniel Ellsberg. My dad was 2nd Division Marine. They've been dumping for fucking 12 years. Well over 12 fucking years. Stay in tune.